Jai.
Learning on tunes, huh? More mama. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjan-shalakaya Chakshuramritam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Sadagaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Viraga Vidya Nija Bhakti Yogam Shikshaikatam Sapurusham Purana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shariradhari Kripa Buddhiya Stamam Prabhade Vagishayasya Vadne Lakshmiryasya Vakshasi Yasya Hide Samvid Tam Darshim Bhaje. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopikanta Radhakanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Krishnamani Sute Devi Pranamami Hariye. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Govinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srimad Bhagavatam. Day 5. Yesterday we heard some pastimes of Lord Ram and also the birth of Krishna, the glories, the opulence and the pastimes of Krishna. Krishna got birth in Gokul and Kamsa was very worried in Mathura, thinking, where is my enemy? Where he has taken birth? So Kamsa, he had one meeting with the demons, his demon friends. Because it says, birds of the same feather flocks together. As Kamsa is demon, all his friends are also demons. So in a meeting, that the 8th child of Devaki has taken birth somewhere. I don't know where. I want all of you to spread out and kill all those children who have just taken birth in 4 or 5 days. Kill them. You can understand how demonic is Kamsa. In the middle of those, in the assembly of those demons, there was a Putna, the sister of Bakasur. Her name is Baki, Putna. Very powerful. She possessed the potency of 10,000 elephants. Imagine 10,000 elephants. How powerful is that? One elephant is enough to break the house. A mad elephant, if he just go ahead and ruin everything. 10,000 elephants all together just destroy the whole town. Putana, she came disguised herself as motherly form. And she entered in Gokul so that no one can understand who she is. When Putna was walking, the beauty of Putna is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. Actually, Shukdev Goswami, either he described the glories, the beauty of Krishna or the beauty of Putana in so many verses. She's rich, but beautiful form. Beautiful form. When she entered Gokul, wearing ankle bells, everyone would just start whispering, "Oh, looks like the wife of Brahma is here to see this young boy." Some others speaking, "Oh, looks like wife of Shiva, Shivani is here." No, I think she's Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. The consort of Narayan came to see this young boy because she's so beautiful. She entered in the palace of Nand Maharaj, where Yashoda Maya and Rohini Maya both, they were just busy in household activities. And when they saw Putna entered in their palace, even they start whispering, saying, "Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. Looks like Lakshmi is here to see our son." So they didn't interrupt it. Putana, he entered inside the chamber and she held on Krishna. Say, "Oh Yashoda, you don't know how to take care of children. Such a beautiful boy. And you just kept this boy like this?" The boy should be given proper care. "I'm going to play with this boy." So Putna holded Krishna on her chest. And Mother Yashoda, she didn't interrupt anything because looks like Lakshmi is here. Putana was very clever. She put poison on her breast to feed Krishna and to kill Krishna. This was the intent of Putana. She put poison on her breast. And Krishna was just 6-day young boy. Only 6 days. Can you imagine 6-day young boy so small? When he saw Putana, Krishna closed his eyes. Why he closed his eyes? For many reasons. Krishna is meditating, "Oh, I know Putana is demon, a witch. But she disguised herself as motherly figure, as motherly form. What shall I give to Putana? By killing her, shall I give her liberation? Or shall I give her very high destination in my abode?" So Krishna closed his eyes to meditate on this. The other reason why Krishna closed his eyes is wondering, "Oh, I just taken birth. And just first of all I have to kill a woman." For many reasons Krishna closed. Our commentators giving commentaries on this. Putana, she started feeding Krishna. And with so much anger, Krishna sucked the life air from the breast of Putana. Krishna is never angry. And who is the predominant deity of anger? Shiva. Shiva came forward and said, "Oh Prabhu, drinking poison is very easy for me. And I'm very much famous for this. So I'm going to drink this poison to serve you. Poison is my part and nectar is your part. So let me come and serve you." In the churning of ocean, mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, with demons and demigods, the churning ocean, and the very first thing came out from the ocean is poison. Where everyone was worried, who's going to drink that? Because someone has to take over. Demigod said, "Oh, we can't drink poison." demons say, oh, no way, we can't drink poison. Then who's going to drink poison? Because someone has to accept that. Then Bhagavan advised, Shri Ajit Bhagavan, he advised to demigods, pray to Mahadev. He is very powerful, he can drink poison. They all prayed to Shiva. Oh, Devadidev Mahadev. Shiva came forward and he just took poison like this and he drank. But he holded poison on his neck, throat. Didn't allow the poison to go down to the heart. Because she was wondering, I keep Krishna in my heart. I don't want the effect of poison can harm my Prabhu, my Lord. Better I hold this poison to my throat. His throat became totally blue. And is known by the name Neelkant. Neel, blue, and Kant means throat. So he's very fond of drinking poison. Nothing happens to him. That's why Shukdev Goswami is warning the sadhakas, the practitioners reading Srimad Bhagavatam. When you're reading Ras Leela, Krishna is dancing with 100 million gopis. Don't try to imitate Krishna. Thinking I can also have 10, 15, 20 girlfriends and I can also dance with them. Just like Shiva can drink poison because he's a great personality, don't try to imitate the great personalities. They are powerful, they are qualified. Whereas we conditioned souls, we are not supposed to imitate Krishna. Especially Prabhupada used to say, if you want to imitate Lord, then imitate Ram. And you will be failure in the imitation with Ram. Because each and every step is complete Maryada. Proper conduct, etiquette. But don't try to imitate, never ever think to imitate Krishna. Because Krishna is Supreme Lord. You can't even touch even a decimal of the Lordship of Krishna. Can't. So don't try it ever. Disclaimer. Don't try this at home. Killing Putana, killing a bitch with 10,000 elephants. Don't try at home. Or don't try to lift a brick on your pinky. You don't try this. And Krishna lifted Govardhan, Viraj Govardhan, left hand pinky, for 7 days, 7 nights. He can marry 16,100 queens. How many wives can you keep? 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness. So difficult to handle. Krishna, he is Supreme Lord. Cause of all causes. So, Shiva came forward to serve Krishna. And then Krishna sucked the life hair from the breast of Putana. And Putana saying, leave me, leave me, leave me, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. Krishna said, my nature is very crooked. As I'm crooked, 3 bent, my nature is also like that. First of all, I don't hold on someone. But when I catch someone, I don't release the person. So Putana, you came to me, I didn't invite you. Now I'm not going to leave you. Krishna, 6-day young boy, the power of his lips, he killed this demon Putana. And the form which she was hiding that form manifested, big, huge form, like a hill, fell in the garden of Kamsa. It says Putana was like 7 miles, this big. And Krishna is on the chest of Putana because he sucked the life from her breast. Just like a small baby on a big mountain or big hill. All Brajvasis, the inhabitants of Vrindavan, when they saw this, they were so amazed. What? Our darling son Krishna on the chest of this teen, Putana. Is she alive or dead? We don't know. So everyone was a little scared going near to Putana. So Putana got killed, and Brajvasis, they brought their axe and they cut the body of Putana into pieces. But then they also burned the body of Putana with the fear, what if Putana get all the pieces come together and she get alive. So they burned the body of Putana, and the fragrance of Aguru emanated from the body of Putana. How is possible? She's demon. Why the fragrance of Aguru, which is considered as a very sanctified aroma? Because Krishna has touched Putana. Putana is considered as what's Putana signifies? Ignorance, avidya. And this is what we are in trouble of, ignorance. Ignorance means all the commodities, all the things are around us, but we don't know how to utilize this in the service of Krishna. Everything surrounding us can be used in the service of Krishna. But how to apply that, we are not familiar with that. That's why it's called ignorance. But then Guru comes in our life, who gives us the torchlight of knowledge, Gyan Timirandasya, and he dissipates that ignorance, that avidya. Oh, you have a car? You must have car. You're supposed to have car. But besides your work, you can use car for the service of the devotees. Or you have a house. You're supposed to have a house. Should be nice, beautiful, no harm. But that house should also have one section of Krishna being on the altar in the temple. Otherwise, that house is just made of beautiful bricks and cement and paint. But in that house where Krishna is being served, Ram is being served nicely, properly. And that house is not house, it's temple. If you are sweeping, mopping the floor of that house, we get the result of the benefit of sweeping the temple of the Lord. Because even though this is my house, of course I am paying for that, but actually I made my Lord as the owner of this house. Because I will going to vacate this house after some years. But Gopal and Krishna, Ram, they're going to stay forever. So this house is like a temple. Especially where Srimad Bhagavatam, where devotees and Vaishnavas visiting. And Bhagavatam Katha is going on. That house is so pure. I'm not saying this, Srimad Bhagavatam is saying this. Even the bricks of that house get sanctified. Just like, for example, there's a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. A great king called Prithu Maharaj, once upon a time he received 4 Kumaras. Kumaras, I told the other day, the first sons of Brahma. Sanat, Sanandan, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar. 4 Kumaras, divine personalities, sannyasis. But always they remain the age of 5. They never grow beyond 5. They always 5. So, when they came to the palace of King Prithu, Prithu Maharaj welcomed them with one beautiful verse, saying, Adhan api de dhanya Sadhu griya medinam yad griya arvambo trina bhumi ishvara. Suppose a house is very poor. There is nothing to eat in that house. And if a sadhus are coming visiting that house, the householders are supposed to give something to eat, to offer. But there is nothing. Even mouse, rats not coming in the house. Where rat comes? When there is something to eat. When there is nothing to eat, even rats don't come in that house. So nothing is there. Oh, that poor, yes. How to welcome that sadhu? Just offer one seat. Or there is not even a seat. Floor. Once upon a time, I visited one family, husband, wife, 2 children. They live very humble life. They don't have any furniture in their house. Imagine, one apartment, no furniture. And he invited me for lunch. Once upon a time, he invited for lunch. I went, he welcomed, but I went inside, I was thinking where to sit. No chair, no furniture. Then he showed me his house, no bed. Everyone just sleep on the floor. Not single chair to sit on. I said, what's the matter? Is everything okay? You just new in this city? He said, no, we are ready for 10, 15 years. I said, how come no furniture? So he's in a mood, that he's a Ram Bhakta. He's in a mood that Sita Devi got kidnapped by Ravan, and my Prabhu Ram is lying on the floor. He's eating just leaves. So if my Prabhu is lying on the floor, how can I keep any furniture and I sleep on bed? So he's absorbed in that mood of Ram Lila. I said, wow, that's great. Good absorption. Just like in the pastime of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, 540 years back only, not much time. Every day Mahaprabhu used to get invitations from different families, Brahmins. And if any invitation comes to any sannyasi, they always, they should ready to accept that invitation. That's their, because they don't visit any house just to eat. There is no scarcity of eating. There is no scarcity of money. So why they visit different houses?
Benediction.
Huh?
To benedict the householders.
To benedict the householders by inspiring them to please take spiritual life seriously as you have taken your material life also seriously.
And to give something so that
And to give something. What can they give? They have Krishna as their wealth, so they give him Krishna. They give him godly consciousness. So feels purified, feels sanctified. This is what they are. So Mahaprabhu was visiting those Brahmins. Once upon a time, one Brahmin invited Mahaprabhu for prasadam. And in those days, 500 years back, the cooking was like wood, burning wood.
smoke flavor.
Smoke flavor. When Mahaprabhu arrived there with the devotees, midday, he has not even burned the wood. What to speak of start cooking? To a surprise, all devotees of Mahaprabhu became upset. And they just said, hey, you invited Mahaprabhu for prasadam, cooking has not been started yet. What is the purpose? He said, I'm very sad, I'm very morose. What happened? And Mahaprabhu was hearing this. He said, my Sita Devi, she got kidnapped by Ravan. And Prabhu Ram, he's crying and weeping in separation from Sita. And Lakshman is trying to feed my Prabhu Ram, but he is not accepting anything. He is starving. How can I cook? How can I cook if Ram is not eating? Mahaprabhu got so moved by hearing this. My goodness. That happened in Treta Yuga, other age. And this Brahmin reading Ramayana or hearing Ramayana, and this is how he is reacting. That means absorption. Absorption. So Mahaprabhu smiled. He said, Brahman, your moods are very good, but you don't know the details. And the details are, Ravan was not able to kidnap the original Sita. He only took the shadow Sita, not the original Sita. So don't worry, Sita is safe. He said, what is the evidence? Mahaprabhu said, believe my words. And I'm going to bring evidence for you. I'm going to travel South India. That's the purpose Mahaprabhu traveled South India. And he got 2 books, Brahma Samhita and Krishna Karnamrit from South India, the favorite books of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this evidence, Mahaprabhu said, cheer up, I'm going to bring evidence for you. Your Sita is safe. So this shows absorption. Another example, there was a king, Kulshekhar. He was very fond of hearing Ramayana. In his palace, even though he's a king with all opulences around him, but he's fond of hearing Ramayana. So he used to ask his ministers to recite Ramayana. And ministers are reading Ramayana. And the moment he heard Ravan kidnapped Sita and Prabhu Ram is collecting army of monkeys to attack on Ravan, he got up, his ferocious mood, calling out loudly, shouting out, Commander-in-Chief, collect army, we're going to march. We're going to march towards Lanka. How dare Ravan can do this? Prabhu Ram is he needs me. I'm going to go and help him and want to kill Ravan. How dare he can do this? And ministers trying to explain to him, sir, that was in Treta Yuga. We are in Kali Yuga. What are you thinking? I don't want to hear anything. Let's march. And actually he is on his chariot and all horses around him, running. The ministers were wondering how to stop him. Then one minister came forward and said, I have an idea. And he came running on his horse just next to the chariot of the king. He said, sir, I have a good news for you. He said, what's the good news? Prabhu Ram has killed Ravan. And he brought Sita back to Ayodhya. He said, oh, you sure? He said, yes. Okay, stop. We're going to go back. Mission is accomplished. This happening in Kali Yuga. He's so absorbed. Imagine. This is called absorption. See? So therefore, coming back to the story, house is so poor, nothing to feed the sadhu, no seed to give, water, minimum water, there's no water in the house. That poor. Nothing to eat, no seed to give, no water, sweet words. Yes. Even that sadhu is glorified with those sweet words. Oh, welcome with the sweet words. Immediately that house and the pets of that house, the members of that house, they all get purified because a sadhu is been getting glorified or welcomed in that house. Contrary to that, he said, Vyal alam dhruve tesham arit aklu sampada yed griye teen pad padatit vivarjita. That house which has all opulence, very rich, but never ever sadhus visiting those houses. That's considered to be as a hole under the root of a tree. And who stays in that hole?
Snake.
Snakes. I'm not saying this, the Srimad Bhagavatam saying this. That house is considered to as a hole of snakes. All riches are there, but it's not there to serve the devotees of Krishna. Related to this, one beautiful pastime. Thousands of years back, very famous guru from South India. Those are South Indians, they're familiar. Sri Ramanujacharya. Yeah? She knows. Thousands of years back, one of the Sampradaya Guru, Sri Ramanujacharya. When he started preaching, there were so many devotees. So many disciples. So once upon a time, he wants to preach in one territory, and he had a very rich disciple. So he told his disciples, his brahmacharis, go and inform him, I'm going to stay in his house for some days, and I'm going to preach. They said, okay, Gurudev. They all knocked his door. He came out. Oh, we are your godbrothers. Gurudev has sent us to give you information and news that he's going to stay, and we are also going to stay, and he wants to do preaching in this area. He was super happy hearing this. He forgot to even welcome those devotees standing outside. And he started arranging for Gurudev arrival. He ordered the servants, clean there, put flowers there, make garland, cook. He was so busy. And those godbrothers were at the gate, they just came, returned back to Gurudev. And Ramanujacharya asked the question, how was it? He said, Gurudev, he loves you so much. Just by hearing you are going to come today, he started arranging your arrival, your warm welcome. And immediately Ramanujacharya asked, did he offer anything to you? You all? They said, well, he forgot because he's into you so much. He loves you so much. And Sri Ramanujacharya replied, I'm not going to go to his house. If you don't know how to even welcome his godbrothers, if you don't know how to even love his godbrothers, how is going to serve me? I'm not going to go. He has no regard for the Vaishnavas, for the devotees. I'm not going to go and bless his house. No, Gurudev, don't worry about us. He loves you so much. We have seen. He got so busy arranging your arrival. How about preaching, Gurudev? And Ramanujacharya said, no, I'm not going to go in his house. Whereas, I'm going to go in one of my disciples who is very poor in the same village. Go and give the news to them that I'm going to stay by them. Very poor. So he gave some location, and all these devotees, few of them, they came to that location as a very old, humble, broken cottage. Very humble. There's not even a wooden door to knock on. So they called out, is anyone inside? Jai Lakshmi Narayan. Is anyone inside? A lady called out from inside. Yes, who are you? Oh, we are your godbrothers. And Gurudev has sent us to give you good news. And that is, he's going to stay. He said he's going to stay by you. She said, oh really? That's amazing and wonderful news. But right now my husband is not at home. So I cannot come out. And they were wondering, why you cannot come out? Then they figured out, she don't even have good clothes to wear. Enough clothes to cover herself. They are that poor. They all have their chadars and they threw it inside, and she covered herself Then she came forward and paid obeisances to those devotees. Please come inside. When they were inside, they saw so poor family. How were they going to stay here? And how we are going to stay here? But if he said this, we're going to follow. She's looking here and there. How I'm going to feed? What I'm going to give to these devotees?
So poor.
How am I going to feed them, the
Feed.
devotees?
Yeah.
What I'm going to give them? There's nothing. She's just wandering, looking here. And those devotees understood. They said, oh, excuse, don't try to do anything to us because today was a big feast in the temple and we are pretty full. We can't even take one single drop of water. We are so full. You know, they just made an excuse. She understood and they understood. It's all about emotions. Then she offered water. She paid obeisances with warm, folded hands, welcomed them. Please tell Gurudev, I'm waiting for him. Please, most welcome. They came back to Gurudev and he said, how was it? They said, husband was not at home, but she is so much devoted to you. So much devoted. And she didn't have anything, and we understood. Ramanujacharya, he said, I'm going to stay by them. But now she's wondering how I'm going to accommodate my God brothers and my Gurudev because I have no belongings, I have nothing, not a single penny. But there was a history. There was a grocery shop in that village, and the owner of that grocery shop was always keeping a lusty eye on her. And he proposed her so many times, if you're going to serve me, I will give food throughout your life. Just you have to satisfy me. She was very beautiful but very chaste. She never ever give attention to that proposal. But today, she went by herself to that person and told directly to him, I'm going to serve you the way you want, but just I need some food ingredients for some days because my Gurudev is coming home and is going to stay by me. Whatever you want from me, I'm ready to fulfill all your desires, but I need some ingredients. And he got so excited, he said, sure, you go home, I'm sending my servants. But don't forget your promise, I'm going to wait for you tonight. She said, okay. She came back home and the servants brought so much food ingredients, the whole house and kitchen was full. Everything was full. She started cooking. And Sri Ramanujacharya with his disciples, few of them, they walked in and she welcomed. Oh Gurudev, I'm so lucky, I'm so fortunate you're my home. I'm so poor but you still chose me. Please rest, I'm cooking for you. So while he was resting, she cooked and her husband came back. Came back from where? He used to go out for beg alms. He's begging. And somehow they're getting 1 meal a day. And they're surviving on that. When he came, he said, what is the matter? So many people in my home? Who's this? Oh, Gurudev is here? How come? He went inside, paid obeisances, asked about his health and all. Then he came to his wife. said, listen, we are so lucky Gurudev is in our home, and you see he brought so much food with him. Everything is full. So it's nice, I don't have to go out for begging anymore. You cook, we all going to eat this prasad. She said no. And she told the truth. It's not Gurudev who brought all this. I sold myself to that person. I promised him I'm going to fulfill all his desires. And in return, he sent so much for us. Just by hearing this, husband became so emotional. He literally cried. And he said, I want to just touch your feet because you're not ordinary lady. You're divine. Your mood of serving is so high. Even I don't have these emotions as you have. You know? I just want to touch your feet. She said, what are you doing? No. That's not etiquette. And when they were speaking, Ramanujacharya inside, he heard this. And he was wondering, what she did to serve me? She went that far? No worries, I'm going to protect her. He's just thinking. So when they both helped in cooking, they brought prasadam to Gurudev. He ate and he kept some remnants on his plate, intentionally. And the husband and wife both said, Gurudev, now you go and take rest. We have one appointment. We're going to come back late night. We'll see you in the morning. And he smiled because he knew very well where they're going. And he gave that remnant from his plate, hand over to her, saying that wherever you go, you always should carry some prasadam. Don't go empty-handed. So, if you're going to see your friend, give this prasadam to him. And she was, with respect, holding that prasadam, the remnants on a plate, the leftover. So both husband and wife, they arrived to this merchant house. Husband stayed out and he told his wife, go and fulfill your promise. She's so reluctant, hesitant, little embarrassed, shy, literally crying, what I'm going to do today. But when she walked in, the person, he was so excited. Oh, finally you are here. I wanted you to come to me from so many years. Finally you are here. She said, but my Gurudev has sent some prasadam for you. Because you sent so much food ingredients. He ate and he gave something. He said, yes, sure, you give me. And immediately he ate that. Just by eating that, his mind got changed. My goodness, what I was thinking, what I was trying to do, that's not good. What I was trying to do. Immediately got changed. He said, I ask forgiveness from you. Oh lady, please forgive my offense. And I want to see who is your Gurudev. She said, no, this is midnight. He must be sleeping. I want to see him right away. Something was there in this leftover, in this remnants. It changed my whole mentality. It changed myself. And I asked forgiveness. In midnight, he came and Sri Ramanujacharya was chanting and waiting for his disciples to come. He was saving his disciples. How? By his meditation. My Gurudev used to give an example. Mother tortoise. She always stay in water, in ocean. But she comes out on the beach and she lay eggs on the sand. She can't deliver the eggs in the water. She comes out and lay eggs on the sand and they cover sand. And then she goes back to the water. But like birds and all, they sit on the eggs to nourish eggs. But Mother Tortoise, right in the water, she meditate on those eggs. She don't come out. She don't sit on the eggs. In the water, meditate on the eggs and nourish her. The Hajj. She nourished just by meditation. This is a God gift to the Mother Tortoise. So Gurudev used to give example. If ordinary aquatic tortoise can do this, then where is the doubt? When our Gurudev in the spiritual world, he is not meditating on us, means with his meditation, he is nourishing our bhakti, our devotion. Provided we are following him and we are in a mode of service him with our limited capacities. We are not perfect beings. People think, oh, they're having tilak, they're chanting, oh, they're perfect. No, we are practicing. We are not claiming we are perfect. We are progressing, we are practicing, and we hope one day we're going to get perfection. To be very honest. One day we're going to get perfection. We are on the path, we are progressing, we are practicing every single day, learning, experiencing, realizing, and giving our best, whatever we can, the service to Lord. This is how this avidya, means ignorance, get dissipated by the torchlight of knowledge. And who gave this? Guru. When Krishna killed Putana means, when Guru, he kills avidya, the ignorance, and then the disciple receives prema, the love of Krishna. Understand? But I'm asking this question to the audience. What happens first? The ignorance goes away and the prema comes, the love of Krishna comes, or first love of Krishna comes and then ignorance goes away?
First love.
First love? You hear my lectures? That's why.
It's not coming from me.
Huh?
It's not coming from me.
I know. Narottam Thakur is saying in the bhajan, Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhagati Satma Vando Muni Savadana Mate. So in this bhajan, Prema Bhakti Jaha Hite Avidya Vinasha Jati Vede Gaye Jahara Charito. Mataji, what is the meaning? Prema Bhakti Jaha Hite Avidya Vinasha Jati.
जहाँ भगवान जी की भक्ति और प्यार होता है वहाँ से वही इग्नोरेंस और सब चला जाता है.
Very nice. She said, Narottam Thakur is saying, Prema Bhakti Jaha Hoite Avidya Vinasha Jati. First, what comes first? Prema means the proximity of Krishna. The love for Krishna comes and manifests in the heart, and by the byproduct of that, ignorance goes away. It's not that first ignorance will go and then Prema Bhakti will fall. No. First Prema Bhakti will come and then ignorance goes away. In proportion. Complicated question.
No, it's very simple.
Yes.
But this Prema Bhakti is coming from the Guru. It is not that first I develop love for Krishna and then ignorance.
This is all the idea about Guru.
Guru, everything.
It comes from him.
Yeah.
All the inspiration, all the knowledge, all the realizations in spiritual world, any progression or any good qualities, means spiritual qualities, only comes through Guru. If I am becoming a good singer, if I become a good speaker, or whatever good qualities, those qualities which are meant to serve Krishna, always it falls or is given by Guru.
And Vaishnava.
Yes, there is no other way out.
Tumhare karuna se.
Yes. Only by the mercy. And this is practically experienced by so many devotees. They were shy, they were introvert, they were never even able to speak a single word. But by the service of Guru, they then dedicate the life. Everything just comes. Everything just comes. Spontaneously, naturally. Many people have realized this. I realized this. Prema Bhakti Bhakti Avidya. So, our endeavor should be there to please our Gurudev and the mercy reflect and falls. And with that, all qualities which are needed will supply it. Srila Bharati Goswami Maharaj used to say, whatever you need to serve Krishna will be supplied to you if your intent are very good and you really seriously want to serve Krishna. Everything will be supplied to you. But in that supply, don't ever think you have acquired this with your efforts. It's reflecting from spiritual world. Spiritual world is something that the dealings of the spiritual world is something which is very, very subtle in nature. We can't perceive on a gross level. We can't perceive. Just like, see, affection of a mother, affection of a sister, affection from father. This is a product that father or mother handing over to the child. Here comes affection from the refrigerator. It's nothing, something, it's not like a tangible or something. Affection is caring. So, it is something which we can realize. It's not something, any tangible product we hand over to the child. So here comes the affection. Caring. Similarly, this nature reflects from spiritual world. Caring. Krishna cared for us. He killed Putana, but can you imagine? She came to kill Krishna, but Krishna killed Putana, and by killing Putana, Krishna gave her a great benediction. And what is that? She became a nurse in the abode of Krishna, Golok Vrindavan. To reach there, it needs a lot of practices, very hard practices for lives and lives and lives and lives. Say 100 to 100 lifetime, not years, lifetimes to reach there. Provided with very staunch faith and good practices. But Putana just being killed by Krishna, she received the abode of Krishna, where yogis can't go that easy. But Putana, she entered here as a nurse of Krishna. Nurse, understand? So Krishna, the very first demon Krishna killed is Putana, which is avidya, this ignorance. Just like, very simple to understand. We have some guests here tonight. Bhagavatam explains only two things are there in this world. Durla manushya deham, dehi namshan mangur, tatrapi durla manne, vaikunt priya darshanam. Two things are there. One is human birth, very rare. Another is the darshan of the pure devotees of the Lord. That's all. This verse is not claiming that Krishna is rare. If the combination of human birth and a darshan means association of pure devotees, it comes together, compatible, then Krishna is not rare. It's very easy. But to receive human birth This is something very rare. No. This is something very rare. I used to give one example. I think last time I said, Harpriyas is home. Once upon a time, a beggar in the street, begging for coins, for his survival. He's not getting anything. He's just begging, one coin. What looks like good handsome boy. And a trillionaire was walking by with his guards for evening walk, his bodyguards. And he saw this handsome young boy on the streets begging for some coins. He stopped by him and said, "Hey, why are you begging? Why can't you work? Begging is not good. Work is good. Don't waste your time. And if you don't work, you get fanatic, you get mad, you get crazy. I worked throughout my life. You see, I am perfect. Work hard, earn money, no need to beg." He said, "Sir, I also know this. But I'm not very inclined to beg. But my bad nature, wherever I work, I always spoil the game. Losses to the business. I have a very bad luck because I'm dull-headed. I always incur loss. So that's why everyone just kick me off from their business. And what to do? I need to survive. That's why I'm just begging with few coins. That's all. Okay, you want to work? I'll give you a job. This is my card. Come to my office. I'll give you work." I give you work. He said, "Thank you so much, sir. But I don't want to create any loss for you, for your business." He said, "Don't worry. I have enough. I'm going to give you one chance, one opportunity. Work hard. Earn money. I will increase your salary. Don't worry." And he said, "Okay. Thank you so much. I'm eternally indebted to you." And he walked by. After 10 minutes, he returned back. Means that wealthy person. He said, "Listen, I'm not going to give you work. No job for you." He said, "Please don't do this. I got a new hope. I got a good hope from you. I'm going to work hard. No losses. Please, 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 please. Give me work, give me work. I don't want to beg. I don't want to beg like this." He said, "No, listen. Let me finish. I don't want to make you employee in my office, whereas I want to make you partner in my business." I said, "What? Are you serious?" He said, "Yes. Partnership, 90%, 10%. He said, "Sir, I'm not qualified. Very honest. I don't know about business. I don't know ABCD about business. Please, please don't do this. Don't do this. I'm very happy to just sweep your office, small little menial service. I'm not qualified to receive 10% of your profits." He said, "Who said 10% profit? Your share going to be 90%, mine will be 10%. And he's like, falling unconscious. What is that? He said, "Sir, are you okay?" He said, "Yes. I learned a lot in my life. I don't want to work anymore. I was looking for someone like you. Honest. Honest person. You know, honesty is the best policy. Once upon a time in a country, they were looking for a king. And they invited the kings from other countries to come and, declare your capacities and will make you king of our country. So everyone's coming with their qualities. I've done this, I've acquired so much, I've done this, everyone is coming. And the board disqualifying them. Finally one king came and said, "I'm not sure about myself, if I'm able to manage this country. I think I'm not qualified. Better, just give this kingdom to someone else. And they said, wait, you're qualified. Everyone else was showing off. I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. But only you said, you're going to try. And I'm not qualified. So honesty. So they made him the king of the country. So honesty is best. The wealthy person said, don't worry. Because you're honest. 90% your share, 10% my share. I don't need anything from you. You work hard, a lot of money. Live very luxurious life. God bless you. But I just need 10% of my share the first day of the month in my home. That's all I want. Just come my home, first day of the month, give my 10% share. I just want to retire myself. He became so happy, started working hard day and night. And he earned a lot of money. He became rich. But he's not giving his share, the other partner's share, for 6 months. And this man, he drove his car to check on him. Hey, where's my share? So when he arrived at his residence, it was a palace. And that boy came out from inside. Oh, sir, finally you are here. Please come. Feel home. You see my palace? See my crockery, gold. Can you see my collection of cars? Can you see this? Can you see that? I became so rich just because of you. He said, that's fine. I'm just only concerned about my 10% share. And that was our deal. He said, excuse me, what 10% share? See, you forgot. Standing on that bridge, you were asking for little money, coins, and the agreement was that you're going to give me 10% share and you enjoy 90%. He said, excuse me, sir, I work day and night, I do all endeavors, sleepless nights, fighting with so many people, challenge, competition, you do nothing. You don't deserve 10%. Everything is mine because you don't do anything. Yes? Is this good? What do we call that person?
An ingrate.
Hmm?
Ingrate.
Ingrate. Any other word?
Selfish.
Any other word?
Greedy.
Any other word?
Clever.
Clever.
Liar.
Liar.
Duplicitous.
Duplicity. Be careful because it might come on your show. It's just a story. That was just a story. But now you hear what I want to say. Like that person was begging for his survival, we as souls were also begging to get this human body, which is so rare. Do everyone get human body? Who can I ask? Donald, how many souls in your body?
Just one soul.
Just one soul? Gajendra, how many souls in your body?
Well, there's the super soul plus
No,
my
I'm
soul
not speaking
plus
of
all
person.
of the bacterias and all of that.
That comes the point. We are carrying billions and trillions of souls in our body. All those bacteria, cells, they are living, right?
Right.
And how they are living? Because of the presence of soul. If there is no soul, how they are living? So this is a sack of so many souls. But one is prominent. We all. This is prominent. Whereas we are carrying so many souls. How and why? They are not getting body, human body. And why we got this? Can you imagine how rare is human birth? They are birds, they are animals, They're trees, they're plants, aquatics. But are they more important than human beings? Of course, they are to due respect. They are also, living entities. But the superiority of human birth over all other species of life. As for example, if there is any earthquake in any country, what comes on the headline? 100 people died. 1,000 people died. 15,000 people died. The newspaper doesn't cover that how many dogs died, how many cats died, how many birds died. Human beings died. That's the intensity of that, destruction. So human birth is so rare. Literally begging to get this human birth. To cross the cycle of the karmas, the impressions. For that, human body is very essential. Because animals, they have nothing to do with karmas. Only human birth is only a medium where we can get rid of our karmas from so many lifetimes we are carrying forward, so many lifetimes. It's not the first time we're getting birth. And we've grown up and we're getting old and we're going to die. It's not first time. It happens so many times. The same cycle. Huh? So amongst all those souls, we, human body, we were literally begging. And who assigned us this human birth? Who assigned? It's the God, it's Krishna. He's a wealthy person. We were begging for human birth. He came and said, okay, I'm going to give you, let's have a deal, 90%, 10%. I'm going to give you everything, all the limbs, perfect, the body perfect, handsome, beautiful, with all supplies of oxygen, water, food, house, business, work, car, wife, children, husband, everything. I will supply you everything. 90% yours. Every day your phone rings. Why don't keep on silent mode? Otherwise I get silent. What I was saying?
90 and 10%.
Everything we are being given.
He supplied 90% and only asking 10% in return. What 10%? The 10% of your time. What is 10% of 24 hours?
Two and a half
You
hours.
asked
Two
me 2.5 hours.
minutes.
About
2 hours?
40
2.5
minutes.
about.
40 minutes. Yes?
24.
44 minutes?
24.
2 hours, 24 minutes, right? This is the time needed to chant 16 rounds. When you chant 16 rounds, it takes 2 hours, almost 20 minutes. Only this much Krishna is expecting from us. Only this much. You can eat, drink, sleep, work, whatever you want to do. Just give me 2 hours in 24 hours. Okay, little concession, Christmas sale. Forget about 2 hours. Just 1 hour in 24 hours. Can't you just spare 1 hour for me? Just 1 hour. Of that personality who's given us so much, just 1 hour in 24 hours, we have no time for you. Who are you? I work, I maintain my family, I go through our troubles, I take care of my children. 100% is mine. Who are you to ask 10% in return? The same deal. So coming back on us, thankless, liar, cheater, vicious. This is all it all bouncing back on us. Just asking 10% to say thanks to him. And to say thanks to him what? Just like husband and wife staying together, a loving relationship. It's not that every time they have to say thanks. They are not like 50 times thanks. Just by caring for each other, that's simply saying thanks. Taking care of each other, giving respect, giving love, is thankful nature. So there's no need to even say thanks to the Lord. No need to say thanks to Him. Just express your thanks, spending just 1 hour to Him. And how to spend that 1 hour? Any part of day, night, whenever you're free. Just chant the name of God. Chanting the name of Lord. That's all. This is the best means to say thanks to the Supreme. With His blessings, we are living such comfortable life. Oh no, I worked hard to get education. I worked hard to get job. I worked hard to make it. Baba, if the flow of that mercy is not there, it's so difficult. People have so many problems in their life. Living so depressive life. Depression, trouble, so much. And we are getting such good life, such good family, no scarcity of any kind. Can't we just say thanks to that person who's supplying this and to maintain this forever? Just by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes. So the verse says, human birth is rare, and on the top of that, the darshan of a pure devotee is also rare. Then Krishna is easy accessible. Only these two things are rare. Just like a student. There was a student I was speaking to. He said, I don't understand this scriptural thing, just can you give a logic? Logically, how you can prove this? I said, okay, boy, suppose you have an expensive phone, the most expensive phone, say iPhone 15, that's what's going on? 14. Pro? Say like $1,500 or $2,000, right?
Sorry. That's ridiculous.
The most expensive phone. If I carry that phone in my pocket, I came to Gaurav in his house, and now I have an expensive phone, I have contacts in my phone, but one thing I need to connect to speak to all my friends. What is that? Wi-Fi in Gaurav house is very high speed. Say 7G. We have until now 5G, but in spiritual world there are so many G's. Like Guruji, Maharaji, Bhagwanji, Krishnaji, Radhaji, Mahaprabhuji, Girirajji. There's so many G's there. Anyway, the Wi-Fi is very fast. 5G, 6G. Phone is very expensive. But if I walk in this house, Wi-Fi is fast, phone is expensive in my pocket. Something I need to get from him, to get connection, to speak to my social media, and to interact with all my friends and students. What is that?
Password.
What I mean that?
Connection, Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi is already there. Phone is there.
but you have to connect to the Wi-Fi.
So what I need? Password. Need password. And password I have to get from, not from the neighbor, If I knock the door, excuse me, do you know the password for the door shop? I say, no sir, you have to ask him, or his wife, or children. So I can get from the family member, right? Ruchika, Parth, Arjun or Gaurav. Only 4 person knows the password. So I asked Gaurav, what is the password? And he said, this. Moment I type the password, what happens? All messages. Ding, 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 ding. All of a sudden. And now I can call anyone, can see anyone, video call. Right? So something was lacking was only password. Similarly, human birth is there. Spiritual world is there. The most expensive body, human birth. Most powerful Wi-Fi, spiritual world. But one thing is missing link. And that is the password.
Hare Krishna.
That's why there is no connection establishing. Only password is needed. And who can give the password? The family member. Means, the family member means the associate of the Lord. Because they're a family member in that home. Understand? These are the associates of Krishna, the pure devotees. And they come and they start freely distributing passwords to everyone. Hey, come here in the park, Bhakti Yoga Center, come here. We are supplying the passwords to get connection to the spiritual world. Sir, what is a password? Very simple. It's common, open. And what is that? Simple. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Ding, 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 ding. All the messages. All the messages from spiritual world with the password of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The connection, the human birth to the spiritual world. This password is so important and very powerful to get all the G's, multiple of G's from the spiritual world. It's that simple philosophy. That simple. No need. If you go in India, oh my goodness, they will make you crazy. Do this, do this, do this, do this. All those rituals, which are sometimes not authentic and bona fide, and it's just like a go, a fashion. I saw my mom, I saw my mother, she saw her mother, she got from her mother, and she got from her mother. It's called rituals, which just pass on from one person to other person. But what is mentioned in Ramayana, what is mentioned in Gita and Bhagavatam, these are our law books. These are 100% bona fide, because it's not passing on from a family lineage, it's passing on from the spiritual world. Who spoke Gita? Not an ordinary person, it's Krishna. Who wrote Ramayana? Not an ordinary person, Valmiki. Who wrote Bhagavatam? Not an ordinary person, Vedvyas, who is the incarnation of Krishna himself. The Vedas emanated from the lips of Krishna, and the Vedas further, in a simple manifestation, came as Puranas, Upanishad and all. And the essence of that is Srimad Bhagavatam. Understand? So this is that simple. But it's simple to be difficult, and it's difficult to be simple. It's very simple to be difficult, and it's so difficult to become simple. So, getting simple is very difficult. In short, transition from material life to spiritual life is what? From hopeless ends to endless hopes. That's the only criteria. From material life, the distinction between material life and spiritual life. Hopeless ends to endless hopes. That's spiritual life. Thank you so much.
Time. that phone. I've not heard this. Really good.
Because students in university, they need logic.
Yeah.
And this is very good logic. They don't understand scriptures.
Yeah. They don't want authority.
But gradually they come to know.
You know, you were saying how so many rituals just handed down, but people have lost understanding why, what. Can I share one short story that illustrates that so well? So there was one guru in ashram doing his sadhana, a very gentle person, obviously. And one day a cat came to the cat came up to the guru and was very affectionate, rubbing, and the guru immediately was very affectionate. And they formed a bond. So every day this guru, he's having the cat come, he's petting the cat, giving the cat milk. And then one day a year is coming of Vyasa Puja. And the disciples, they're saying, Guruji, so many people are coming. And they are ordinary people. They will not understand how you are sitting with a cat. It's a very dirty thing. They don't understand that you're beyond the rules like that. So, okay, what do you suggest? Here's what you should do. On this day then, you can tie the cat up to a tree. You get some very nice velvet collar and rope so he's comfortable, and you give him milk, and then he'll be happy, and I won't sit with, all right, Guruji. So for some years they're doing this. And then the Guru's old, and he dies. So after he's died, again, Vyasa Puja, and the disciples go, oh, we've forgotten something. What have you forgotten?
Cat.
There's no cat. We have to go and get a cat. And tie him up and give him milk, otherwise there's no Vyasa Puja. So from then on now, every year, very important ritual, to tie up a cat and give it milk.
Very good example. I have a similar example, which I mostly give in India to people. So once upon a time, there was a marriage, a wedding, sorry. Someone home, wedding. So the mother, they had a pet, they have a pet, black color cat,
Oh,
similar to you. So your example,
no, it's to me, that's good.
My English is terrible. So, black color cat, or pet. So there were so many preps was being prepared in the house, and cat was eating everything, was not nice. So the mother told the son, buy one big basket, and we're going to keep cat under basket for 3 days. When the marriage is over, then we'll just release the cat, because she is disturbing so much, eating everything doesn't look nice. So the son, he brought the basket and he covered the cat for 3 days. The wedding was over, and then they released the cat in the house. When daughter-in-law came home, she saw, wow, this is something great. That's why there was no obstacle in our marriage. Because a black cat was being covered for 3 days in the basket. So she got sons, and she raised her sons, and now she is to marry her elder son. She told her son, I saw my mother-in-law. You have to bring one, you have to buy a black cat, you have to buy a basket. Now you're going to cover that black cat with a basket for 3 days, so that wedding should go without any obstacle. The son did exactly just for 3 days. He hired a black cat from somewhere and a basket and covered it. Now this starts spreading. Everyone was coming and asking, why your wedding took place? Without any obstacle, he said, because of one formula. You cover a black cat with a basket. Everyone started doing this, and that's become a fashion in the whole society. Then they're getting, more and more, that basket's supposed to be silver, that basket will be gold, like
Right.
pandemic, face mask was mandatory, yeah? Even the parties, in India especially, so if 500 people come in the party marriages, they're bound to wear mask, and all those Tanishq and all, those big jewelers, they started selling masks with a gold embroideries, silver embroideries, because it's a party wear mask. You can't be just surgical mask in a party. You're wearing so fancy clothes, and just wearing surgical mask doesn't look nice. Matching, purple color, blue color, red color, designer. Yes, that's true. So this is how these rituals, because there was something, a condition, a situation,
Yeah.
but that situation becomes like a, like a ritual, like a fashion in the society.
Yeah.
This is how it's been passing from one to other to other to other, but there is no any account in any scripture the authenticity of those rituals. You know? Just for the Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please forgive my English. It's not to your
Wonderful.
standard. And
Your, no, that's, your English is wonderful.
Acha.
Hey, do you know, have you seen another of the little close peg things that he puts in the harmonium? There's only two, there were three yesterday. Well, does anybody have a piece of cardboard? A little piece of cardboard I can roll? A little piece of cardboard.
What about that clothespin?
No, I need these.
Oh.
It's here, I fixed it. It was
For the
all-
paper plate cut.
Gajendra's got something, give me a card. Any card.
Pick a card.
Any card. One's good, this one.
The guy, last guy who sold me guitar strings.
Huh?
No, no.
I was thinking also, Kutina. She's cooking a food. Yeah. False food.
This is auspicious for the guy who gave me that card.
Engaged in
I
saving.
just engaged him in service. He sold me guitar strings, and I've engaged him in the service of the Most High Supreme Lord. And all he did was sell me guitar.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jai Gaura Premanandi
Hari Hari Bol.
I know it is your mercy, you know what you said earlier, it's, and it's so important for neophytes like myself to get this. You're emphasizing how everything is coming from the Guru. That by the mercy of the Guru we can speak, we can sing, we can do anything. And you were saying how people who, they're so shy, they weren't able to do any of these things. By His grace they can do. But what's very difficult is for those of us that apparently have some material talent, we don't think, oh, Guru is doing, Krishna is doing, I'm doing, I'm so talented. But my experience is sitting in your presence that when it is your desire and instruction to chant, then my chanting is of a whole different category.